Imagine landing in a new country with just one suitcase, no network, and a dream so big it almost feels reckless. This is Ali's story. He arrived in a bustling city, the streets unfamiliar, the language a tangled puzzle. Every day was a battle. Finding work without connections, understanding a culture that felt like a code he couldn't crack, and facing the quiet sting of isolation. But Ali didn't just want to survive. He wanted to build something lasting, not just for himself, but for others like him. Starting with a tiny food cart, Ali cooked the flavors of his homeland, a taste that reminded him of home and spoke to the hearts of immigrants craving familiarity. But the real challenge was trust, earning customers who were skeptical of this unknown vendor. Instead of cutting corners, Ali focused on quality, sourcing ingredients from local markets, and learning how to engage with every person who stopped by. He listened to their stories, shared his own, and slowly, the cart became a community hub. When a local business incubator rejected his application, citing lack of experience, Ali didn't give up. He turned to online courses, devoured books on entrepreneurship, and reached out to mentors across the globe through social media. He adapted his menu based on feedback, introduced cooking classes to teach others, and even started hiring fellow immigrants who struggled like he once did. Ali's strategies were unconventional. He leveraged social media not just for marketing, but to build genuine relationships. He partnered with local farmers to create sustainable supply chains, and he hosted pop-up events that celebrated cultural diversity. These moves transformed his small cart into a thriving business, a restaurant that became a beacon of hope and opportunity. But the real magic was in what Ali created beyond profits: a network of support for new immigrants, job training programs, and a mentorship circle that empowered others to pursue their dreams. His success wasn't just his own. It was a ripple effect, changing lives one connection at a time. So what can we learn from Ali's journey? First, obstacles aren't walls, they're stepping stones. When doors close, find windows or build your own. Second, authenticity builds trust. Share your story and listen deeply. Third, don't just aim for success. Create opportunities that lift others. And finally, resilience is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Ali's story shows that starting with nothing in a strange land can lead to building something that lasts. Not just a business, but a community. Your unique struggles can become the foundation for your greatest impact. So next time you face a challenge, remember Ali's journey. Embrace the unknown, invest in people, and transform your dreams into doorways for others. As time went on, Ali's food cart became more than just a place to grab a quick bite. It became a symbol of hope and perseverance. The aromas wafting through the air told stories of distant lands and cultures, inviting curious passersby to take a moment and experience something new. Ali's dedication to authenticity meant that every dish was crafted with care, honoring the recipes passed down through generations in his family. Word of mouth began to spread. Customers who initially hesitated found themselves returning, drawn by the warmth of Ali's hospitality and the richness of his food. Some came for the taste, but many stayed for the connection. Ali made it a point to learn about each customer's background, their dreams, and their challenges. This exchange of stories turned the small cart into a gathering place, a microcosm of the city's diverse immigrant population. Recognizing the power of community, Ali started organizing weekly events at his cart, cultural nights where people could share music, dance, and stories from their homelands. These gatherings fostered a sense of belonging among people who often felt invisible in their new environment. Local artists and musicians volunteered their time, and soon the cart was buzzing, not just with the sounds of sizzling food, but with laughter, song, and shared memories. Ali also understood that business was not just about sales, but about sustainability. He reached out to local farmers and producers, many of whom were small-scale and organic. By forging partnerships that emphasized mutual respect and fair trade, Ali ensured that his ingredients were fresh while supporting the local economy. This approach resonated with customers who valued ethical consumption and helped Ali differentiate his offering in a competitive market. Facing challenges head-on, Ali transformed setbacks into learning opportunities. When his initial attempts to expand were met with skepticism, he invested time in understanding the market better. He attended workshops, joined entrepreneur meetups, and sought feedback from customers and peers alike. This continuous learning mindset enabled him to refine his business model, introduce new menu items that catered to local tastes without losing authenticity, and explore innovative marketing strategies. One of Ali's most impactful initiatives was launching cooking classes aimed at immigrants eager to gain culinary skills that could help them secure jobs or start their own ventures. These classes were more than just lessons. They were workshops in confidence, community, and cultural exchange. Ali invited established chefs, nutritionists, and business coaches to contribute, creating a rich learning environment. Many participants went on to find employment or start their own businesses, crediting Ali's classes as a turning point. Ali's journey was not without personal sacrifices. Long hours, financial uncertainty, and moments of self-doubt tested his resolve. Yet, each challenge reinforced his belief in the value of perseverance and adaptability. He learned to balance ambition with humility, understanding that success was a collective endeavor rather than a solo achievement. Social media played a pivotal role in expanding Ali's reach. He used platforms not just to advertise, but to tell stories, sharing behind-the-scenes glimpses of his cooking process, profiles of team members, and testimonials from customers. This transparency fostered a loyal online community that extended the reach of his physical presence. Collaborations with local influencers and cultural organizations further amplified his message, positioning his restaurant as a cultural landmark. As the business grew, Ali never lost sight of his mission to give back. He established a mentorship program, pairing successful entrepreneurs with newcomers, providing guidance on everything from navigating legal paperwork to mastering business skills. Job training initiatives focused on equipping immigrants with practical abilities and confidence to thrive in the workforce. These programs were funded partly through the restaurant's profits and partly through grants and donations, reflecting Ali's ability to mobilize resources and build partnerships. Ali's success story inspired many, but it also highlighted systemic issues faced by immigrants: language barriers, lack of access to capital, and social exclusion. He became an advocate, participating in panels, writing articles, and working with local governments to improve support structures. His voice brought attention to the need for inclusive policies that recognize the contributions and potential of immigrant communities. Looking back, Ali saw his journey as a mosaic of moments, each challenge, each connection, each small victory contributing to a larger picture. He often reflected on the night he arrived with nothing but a suitcase and a dream, and how far that dream had carried him. Yet he remained grounded, knowing that the true measure of success was the lives touched and the communities strengthened. Ali's story is a testament to the power of courage, community, and creativity. It reminds us that beginnings don't define endings, that resilience can turn adversity into opportunity, and that by lifting others, we rise ourselves. His journey encourages anyone facing uncertainty to take that first step into the unknown, to build bridges where there are gaps, and to believe that dreams, no matter how reckless they seem, can become reality with dedication and heart. So as you face your own challenges, remember Ali's path. Embrace the unfamiliar, find strength in connection, and never underestimate the impact of authenticity and kindness. Your story, like Ali's, has the power to inspire, to transform, and to create a legacy that goes beyond yourself. In the end, success is not just about what you build, but about the doors you open for others to follow.